Hello, Lorenda Carr here for Daily Vibe Check. It is Friday, June 18th, and I know I've been MIA for a few days, but man, we had like a really crazy, energetic week, and it was like super negative on my end. So I decided it was best if I just kept my distance for a few days. So I just kind of checked out, recentered, got things back in alignment, back to now I feel like I'm back to business as usual. So let's see what Spirit wants us to know for this amazing Friday as we're going into the weekend. So, you know what, let's just do, while I'm here, we'll just do a weekend reading. We'll do separately each day because I've learned that when I do a full vibe on a weekend, instead of breaking them down per day, then all the things happen on Friday and then Saturday and Sunday are just kind of left hanging. So we'll set the intention. We'll do each day separate. All right, so let's see. What do we need to know for Friday? What's the card for today? Okay, the Empress reversed. So this is that sense of not creating something. And maybe you're at like a creative block or something's not coming together for you, like something that you're really trying to make happen or to create, or it just feels like there's a block there, is what I'm hearing. So maybe you're feeling creatively blocked, or maybe you're feeling like something's kind of standing in the way from you, even like in parenting, or there's just a sense of unable to create, unable to make things flourish. Let's see what goes with that. Eight of Wands reversed. Also unable to manifest. So unable to, it's like that feeling of can't quite get going, can't get motivated, or you feel like you're just, okay, I'm trying, and it's just not happening. Okay, not able to move forward on something. So, so let's keep that. Well, let's actionable. How do we overcome that? Or is this something we have to just kind of sit with? Do we have to sit with this and just accept that we're not creative, or is there a way we can get motivated? Eight of Swords. Interesting. 2 8s right in a row. Eight of Swords. This is you're getting in your own way. So you're going to have to take the blindfold off yourself. You're going to have to untie the ropes yourself. And you're going to have to make the choice to not get in your own way. So if there's that feeling of, I can't succeed, I'm doing everything I can, are you really? Ask yourself if you're really doing all you can. And if that's what you are doing, evaluate how you're doing it and what maybe needs to be different. Something I've started doing in my dance classes, and I think my little kids have had a ball with it. We've started eliminating any and all negative words. So when giving a correction, sometimes I would say like, okay, well, on your passe, don't separate your foot from your leg, or don't let your knee sag, make sure you're connecting your foot to your knee. So instead of saying what not to do, because inevitably that's what they're going to do, because I just power of suggestion, all they hear is the part that I don't want them to do, then what I've started saying is, be sure to connect your foot to your knee. Be sure to stretch all the way through your feet, as opposed to don't have saggy feet. Be sure to stretch all the way through your feet. And I've been saying this for a while, since like our last dance competition in May. I started this kind of dialogue in my classes. And so they have, when we were stretching the other day, one of the little girls goes, one of the new girls says, I can't get my left splits, or I'm not able to get my left splits right now, something like that. And the other little girl says, if you say you can't do something, then you won't be able to do it. You just have to do it. And it just made me very mindful. I'm like, wow, they're listening. And I said, that's a really great point, so-and-so. What can we say different? While I'm making them sit there in their splits to stretch. And so then we collectively came up with ways that they could do their splits better and how can they make them better. So it's just changing dialogue. And I feel like, long story brought back around, it's a great analogy for this feeling stuff, feeling blocked, unable to really, you're not seeing the fruits of any kind of labor. You're not getting any kind of results from manifesting. You're wanting to go, or you're even not, maybe you're not motivated to go, but really in the end, you're getting in your own way. Notice with the symbology here, sorry. There's a mirror. Yeah. And she's looking in the mirror. Now, this is reality. This is fantasy. It's her perception. She's perceiving herself as tied and blocked, when in reality, she's not. So how do you overcome that? So think about that today. What can you do today to navigate through this feeling of being blocked? And maybe you're not necessarily feeling like you can create something, but even if you take that small step to dropping that rope and the blindfold and realizing that, oh, these 8 swords surrounding me have really wide gaps and I can just walk right through those. Or I can take the swords, I can remove the swords. I can make the choice to be open and receive information. So, all right, let's see what Saturday has in store for us. Page of Pentacles reversed. Another reverse card. Pages are messengers. And I feel like when I look at this card with the pentacle's really standing out. Like what's really drawing my eye today, which is kind of unusual, is the circle. And this feels very cyclical. Whatever this is happening is very cyclical. And pages can also be children. But also when it's reversed, it's like pages are not being able to, it's like not being able to get a message. But then also pentacles are, finances or earthly possessions, physical comforts. So it just feels like this cycle of not getting the message that you're wanting, or not hearing something that you're wanting to hear. And you put a lot more value on it than what you should. Interesting. This kind of coming out of not nowhere. My guides. I did a reading right before this, so we're on fire right now. So the next card that goes with that is the 3 of Swords reversed, which is the pain of a situation ending. Okay. Painful divorce or a breakup, painful ending of a job, something that may have caused a lot of problems in the past is now starting to feel better and subside a little bit. So let's see what the card to go with it is. 9 of Wands, standing your ground. What really stands out to me today, wow, this is interesting how my brain is working differently, is this light, this connection to the light, standing strong, holding your ground, defending everything that you've built. But also that light acting it feels like a beacon. So maybe you went through a divorce. Maybe you went through divorce and maybe your kids are suffering. Okay, maybe you're not getting the child support. Maybe your child support check didn't come. Or maybe you want to send the child support check, but you don't have the funds to do it right now. So something's just not, or it's the same old. Oh gosh, I'd love to send you that child support check, but gosh, all these other things. And then for whatever reason, just not being able to respond or not being able to do it. And this is standing your ground, saying, no, you need to step it up, step it up and handle your business. And at the same time, you've got to really hold down the fort. You've got to handle your business here. If your children in the divorce situation, say your kids are having a hard time with it emotionally, then you need to be their beacon. Maybe you are the person who chose to stay home with your children. Then after the divorce, the person, your spouse with all the money, try to control everything, but now they're the fun house to go to because they have all the money, and you just have to work like 8 jobs because they don't actually pay enough support. So when you had the kids, then you still have to make ends meet, and you're not as fun. So there can be that cyclical thing going on. But in the end, you need to understand that you are their beacon. They can always count on you and your love and your comfort, and that home will always be, they will always have home with you. So I think that's important for you to remember. If your children are kind of going off doing their own thing, and it's like, oh, here we go again, and like this cyclical thing with a partner, a former partner, or an ex, that's just the overall vibe, that things may be, oh, this is crazy back and forth. Can't believe, why are we doing this again? Why are we having this conversation again? Just be the constant. Be that beacon that's always the constant, because they'll always come home to you. So that, I know that was very specific, but that can go for job. That can go for friendships. Yeah. Any kind of relationships, really. So, all right, interesting. Just remember, when things feel like, oh, tomorrow, then you need to remember, I need to be the steady one. I'm going to keep my light burning, and I'm going to be the steady one, because you know what? I'm really proud of everything I've built here. So I'm just going to stand my ground, and this is what, nobody's going to shake me. No one's going to knock me from my guard post here. All right, Sunday. 3 of Cups reversed. Party canceled. Maybe you had a celebration planned. Maybe you were hoping to do something, and it just kind of fell through for whatever reason. Or there could be a sense of it's when 2 becomes 3 when it's upright. So we're celebrating. So like in marriage, it'd be like, oh, the birth of a baby, or news of a birth of a baby, right? It's creating something new, relationships, loves. That's the cups. Okay. When it's reversed, is that sense of something's not happening, or something feels delayed. So it goes with the card here. 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles. So the 7 of Pentacles, you can see there's lots of seeds that have been planted back in the Ace of Pentacles phase, and they have since expanded and grown, and you're finally starting to see some sprouts there. Maybe it's that feeling of, hey, I planted all these things and they're just not coming up. This literally could be about gardening. You've planted seeds and you feel like they're just not coming up fast enough. You're not seeing the results fast enough. So keep in mind that maybe it's just kind of timing, so actionable. Knight of Pentacles. So in other words, don't sit around and wait for it to rain. Maybe go get a garden hose and water your lawn. Yeah, water it yourself. So if you're wanting something to grow, sometimes you have to get on the horse and go do it yourself. Go on the adventure yourself. Doer. Knights are doers. They don't sit around and ask questions. They're like, this is what I want. Cool. I'm going to go get it. They get on their horse and they go get it. So if you feel like something is kind of behind and you're not really seeing results the way you're wanting it to, how do you do that? How do you fix it? Be solution oriented today. That's huge. That stands out really big to me. Be solution oriented. If a problem comes in your way, or there's something that's kind of standing in your way of something that you want, be solution oriented. And it feels like that's kind of a whole theme this weekend is just overall vibration of be solution oriented, think positively, manifest positively, get out of your own way. Get out of your own way. Stop. No, I got to take my own advice. As opposed to saying, stop being, I'm challenging you to be sure to step into your power. Be sure to recognize how much you can do and how you can move forward, how you can drop the, be action, find actionable words, release the blockages, release the negative thinking, release these negative messages and cyclical things, and know that you've got a strong light. Release that, and honor the light, and then make sure you go towards your goal. All right, that was fun. Lots of information there. Thanks for your patience. Hoping to get back to it again here after the first of the week. And have a great weekend. And I will see you on Monday. Bye.